So I know in a previous video I went over some of the differences in paper and the grains and all that. Today I was going to be going a little more specific in the Cansons and Strathmore. I tend to get these 5x5 or the 5x8s just because it's easier to take to work or just whenever you're going on for a ride or something like that than having a full-on 7x11 or something. I marked a few spots kind of going over like whether it's good on pencil or good on ink. And so this is one thing right here. So the 200 series, I know I touched up a little on. I like how they kind of say, you know, whether it's good, and then 300 says better. And then you got the 400 series, which is the best. I honestly haven't touched up on this one yet. And these are all Strathmores, but the paper feels, you can tell the difference from between these. These are super thin. So for instance, for the Strathmore 200 series, I tend to get sketches because for me, drawing paper or drawing pads, they have, their paper's thicker. And I can actually show you the difference. So this one's going to be Canson, and I haven't drawn in this one at all. But for instance, let's see what we got here. Just paper-wise, as you can see, that's good with pencil. But I don't know if you could really tell the difference in thickness right there. But, so, for the Strathmore though, the pencil's pretty good, but as you can see, you can kind of see the outline of drawings on the next page. And all in all, it does really well. It erases well, and also you don't have to worry about too much of the smudging. Whereas it only gets better the further you get on in here. There's this, sorry guys, there's a lot of just just practice drawings. This is one, I just drew it very lightly, but all in all, this is a Samurai Champloo drawing. Just saw images and just kind of tried to go over that. You can't really see through the next page that well. I honestly didn't try inking on this one, but I think just from how thin the paper is, that it would be kind of, it might bleed through. And like I said, I didn't try the 400 series, but I imagine that would probably be fine to ink on. You also, Canson's one of my favorites, and I tend to get the Universal Sketch. These are both Universal Sketch ones. They just look a little different. And you could get these, of course, at any place like, you know, Michael's, Hobby Lobbies. I marked this down because I did a bit of pencil drawings in here, and you can't really see through, this is just some random thing I was drawing, but you can't see too well through the next page, if that matters to you at all. But I noticed whenever I ended up shading this one here, it eventually does, of course, rub off pretty decently on the next or the other side. And so, but all in all, the shading still comes out pretty good. I can see it kind of rubbing off around here and here. But yeah, so this is the Universal. It gives you kind of a grade on what is good with, you know, pencil. It's 3 stars, 1 star for so on and so on. But all honesty, here it shows, try to find that ink. Or, oops. Well, just a quick glance, but yeah. This one I was going to show you, same exact deal. The cover's a little harder. I don't know if that matters either, but this one I have an ink drawing, or I did pencil first, and then I'm trying my hand at inking a little bit. It's just micron. But so you got this is just Unit 1 from Evangelion. But it actually does pretty well, like, all in all. You don't really see through the next page either and all that, but the ink stays in pretty good, and it doesn't really bleed through at all. So like, for instance, right there, it's not that bad. And I'm just showing you all this just because I've been going through different type of journals, just trying to find out or different sketchbooks to find out what really works well and that type of paper I like. Because generally I like the type of paper that's more like printer paper. But I need something that's gonna have a bundle. Now this is the Canon XL, which I don't know what the XL is, but this is pretty much recycled paper. And here, as you can see, it's kind of the graininess. I think it was called like bleeding over or something. It does it very well, but this one I wasn't thinking about what I was drawing. I just kind of put some lines down and it came out to be this. I like the look, but honestly, if you're trying to do a better drawing, again, and if you don't use the drawing sketchbooks or the drawing books, those have thicker paper. So to me, I don't like it, honestly, and it just feels too thick to me. But you know, this is just something real quick sketching or learning to shade a bit or something like that. I think that would be good for that as well. I'm not a professional, but this is just from what I'm going off of. And of course, you got the printer paper, which this is just this is probably a logo for my channel that I'm trying to think of. Also, I have a Instagram I started recently, which I put down as, it was going to be Shaken Bacon Bits, but that was taken, so this is Captain Bacon Bits will be the Instagram name to go to. But I just like I don't know, printer paper always erases it really well. It's I think the perfect size in my opinion. It's like 7x11, and you can never go wrong with that. But if you're looking for a sketchbook to kind of go out with, Canson Strathmore has all the sketchbooks I showed you in multiple sizes, so it should not be an issue. But that was pretty much all I was going to go over today, and just kind of give a heads up to people who are looking for a better sketchbook. Alright guys, yeah, have a good day and take care.